oh my God, the band is not going to be around HQ and not going to be going in all the time and so on. The fact that you don't do that, and the fact that you're all okay with that, is that another extension of the trusting in the relationship that you have to carry across thousands of miles or so on and so forth, and not seeing each other every week in HQ?
It's all related. I mean, every single element of that is related.
Was it scary when that happened? Like when James turns around and says, I think I'm going to check out Colorado for a year. Everyone's like, it's going to be a year. And then it's like, guys, I think I'm going to stay here. And it's like, was it like,
wait till I move back to Denmark, people. Then you're really going to miss HQ. No, I mean, to me...
Is it that bad?
Off camera.
Are we all moving to
or is it that good?
No, Denmark. But it's all part of the same thing, which is, part of the reason, or I think a significant part of the reason that all this is happening that we're talking about for the last 20 minutes. I mean, it's all, to me, it's all part of the same exact thing, which is that what we do is you don't sit there and go the word no. You don't sit there and go, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that, because we've been through that. And what that builds is resentments, and then becomes tit for tat, and then it becomes this whole thing, and within 5 minutes, the whole thing's just imploded. And so you just sit there and you give space, and you let everybody work with their idiosyncrasies, and at the end of the day that a happy band member makes for a happy band, and everybody's got their own version of that that's applicable physically, mentally, geographically. I need May 17th off because this and this is happening on May 17th. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to sit there and reason. I need it off because I just need it off. And there's no questions asked. You know what I mean? And so that's, to me, is the biggest part of a relationship working.
No, totally.
And
it's part of the long arc of it. I mean, you put work.
Well, to me, it's the long game. It's the long game. James is, we're going to play music, hopefully into our 70s, into our 80s, whatever. We'll be the last people standing. It's because, to me, it's an investment in the long game. Whatever the football analogy, whatever it is, it's that. So it's just, it's, and we're fortunate in that we have, and that's really the thing that I appreciate more than anything, is that we have the luxury to run our band like that. And it feels to me like we've finally gotten to a place in the last few years where we don't have to explain it. We don't have to explain it to each other. We don't have to explain it to our caretakers and our minders and the people around us. It's accepted because people see that it's working. When we sat there 10 years ago and went, we're going to tour week increments, we're going to do this. It's like people are like, what the fuck? 10 years later, we're in better shape as a band overall than we've ever been. And to me, what is it? The proof's in the pudding, or whatever you say. It's
like a weird phrase. The proof of the pudding. No, the proof of the pudding's in the eating, so the pudding's good, right? I mean, that's kind of what you're saying. So let me ask.
Well, I'll tell you that true. Not living in the Bay Area, it was one of those. It was, wow, is that gonna work? How's that gonna work? And then it worked. I mean, he's there. He shows up, and
now I'm the one who's the closest to the Bay Area.
The most, I mean, he's dedicated.
Until I moved to Denmark, you'll be the closest.
So what I wanted to add to that, to all this.
Are you seriously thinking that?
What I wanted to add is that family is also important to us, and I mean, after a certain amount of weeks or something, it's like you miss your kids so much, and all that, and your home and everything, and that's important too. Like James said, at a certain point on the road, the shows are amazing, but there's a certain thing that happens to you that week 3 or whatever, you're just kind of like, man, I want to see my kids. I want to, that kind of thing. It's really important. It's a special time for all of our kids and where they're at and what they're experiencing. and the fact that they're growing a foot a week, and you know they got new things going on.
That's a lot of shoes.
You know, it's
Sorry.
a lot of shoes. It's a lot of pants.
Bad joke.
It blows me away, but
Yeah.
Had no soul.
it's
Oh,
important.
so much.
We're gonna play that game.
Yeah, we're not though, because we got. I know we're.
Well,
gonna have time.
we get two lives. I mean, we get
Yeah.
two lives that work well together.
Yeah.
We get to be this. I missed the shit out of these guys over the last 3 months. We had 3 months off, and start to get. You know, I love being at home and all that. It's like I feel purposeless. Let's do something. You know.
Right.
Start calling each other. Hey, what are we gonna do? What about that?
I could totally tell that from your texts.
I can tell.
I just picture James just like pacing with his guitar, like, fuck, looking at the calendar.
And it's great. It's great to miss something.
Yeah.
And then you get out here and it's fun. And then by the end of this, we'll miss our family. And it's like, yes, we're back to this.
It
And
works well, yeah.
so you get to keep, you know,
It's this
piggybacking
rotation
that.
that works. You know.
But
That's
also,
where
I
we're
mean,
at now.
you know, there are a lot of people that don't have that luxury, and to me, it's, you know, you sit there and you see other bands that are out there doing 4 months or whatever, and it's because they have to pay the bills, and we fully understand how fortunate we are. But it is also, if you take, that's one conversation, the gratitude, but it is also, it's just an investment in it functioning.
Yeah.
It's that simple, you know.